Live. Yeah. Yeah. So I think we're good. We're good. We're good. Yeah. What's up? Yeah, it's your boy, and I'm here with a lovely lady who alikuwa ananilenga kwa DMs. Imagine that. But at least, yeah, at least she finally God touched her and she decided to answer my DMs. So yeah, we are here with the lady of the hour. Meet the one who has a mouth and can introduce herself. Yeah, so what's up?
Hi.
Hi. Shake my hand.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Yeah, after kunilenga all those years. Guys, shoot short. Don't. Usijaribu. So anyway, what's up?
Niko poa.
Yeah, tuko na our first guest. Anyway, tell us.
My name is Sharon Murugi. I work in the Bitcoin space as a communications officer at Trust, and I basically am a yapper for a living, but behind the scenes. I know it's quite ironical since I'm quite shy in person, but yeah.
I was wondering, what do you mean you're a yapper? And me, I only see you speak.
It is the brand that yaps.
Yeah, she's working with
Trust.
Yeah, you can even see it on her.
Tumekuja na match.
Hey.
Lazima to represent.
I tell you.
Yeah, but yeah, so Trust is an organization that was founded in 2021, and the main aim was to have a lot of Bitcoin development come down because a lot of the Bitcoin activity on chain was from the developers in the global north. But then there's this thing we say, oh, Bitcoin is for us, it's for the global south, it's for people like us in Africa. So why don't more people then participate
in this space?
Exactly, as developers, build them Bitcoin, maintain it, build products. So I think that's what prompted it, and then Jack Dorsey and Jay-Z were like, we'll give a couple of Bitcoins to help start this mission. And that's how it started in 2021. And yeah, so far we have been expanding. We started in Africa, but now we expanded to Latin America, and that's Brazil as well, and India, Southeast Asia as well.
Nice. So maybe before we continue, maybe I'd ask you, why Bitcoin for you as a person? Forget you as head of comms.
Yeah.
Why Bitcoin for you as a person?
I think seeing how. So when I got into the Bitcoin space,
when was that?
20. So I joined. It's been a while. So I joined the Web3 space first, and that was through a hackathon. One of the judges was recommended using blockchain in our solution, and I was like, what is that? And then it turned out the location where the hackathon was being held, they had like an incubation sort of thing going on, and one of the projects that was there was a Web3 organization that sort of helps educate people about the technologies and stuff. So I got into the broader Web3 ecosystem in 2022, and I'll start by saying that I usually went for the events because of the food. The food and like drinks, because like the events were so good, and I couldn't believe that all of this was for free. So I was like, what's the catch? I love food, like saizo any uni students, so like I wanna actually fire. So event. So
we are turning up.
Yeah, I think even my first time kwenda Mombasa, ilikuwa like through Web3, because
for real,
yeah, walikuwa like tunataka volunteers, nataka kukuja huko.
So you've been active.
I've been active, and I think it's the activity that helped me get into my first role. And then so hiyo time yenye tulienda Kilifi, there was a project. So there was a conference in Kilifi, and then one of the projects there was project that simplifies and translates Web3 terminologies.
Okay.
And they, I was very curious about them, and then I joined the project not so late after. So through that, I was able to get into the Web3 ecosystem. I started as a community manager for the project, and we worked with a lot of other Web3 projects. But I think the last project that I did with them was translating the Mi Premier Bitcoin book to Swahili.
You translated that?
Yeah, but we were like a team from Kenya and also Tanzania, because Swahili is like different.
Yeah.
So yeah, in the midst of all that, you kind of have to read the content to understand it. Yeah. So I was like, okay, this is like actually interesting, because I did learn about a lot of blockchains, but I don't think anyone explained why we need them. Like, what's the specific why? So when I read about Bitcoin, I was like, okay, this is interesting. And then right after that, I came across, I'd met Marcel from Bitcoin Dada, one of the events. And I really liked going to events. Like, I think part of my role as a community manager was to put myself out there. But yeah, I also just loved interacting with people. I feel like people in the ecosystem are quite friendly.
True, that one I've experienced it.
Yeah, very open-minded. So you kind of have really interesting conversations. So I met Marcel through one of the events, and then she used to come with dadas to the events, and like the vibes were so unmatched. So I was like, I need to be part of that. And that's how I joined the cohort of Bitcoin Dada.
Okay.
And right after that, there was a mentorship program where you could choose a skill that you're looking to, grow in. And actually, my mentor was Sabina. Yeah, Sabina from Tando.
So you guys are from way back. It's from way back.
Yeah, way back. And back then she was like the social media person for Bitcoin Dada. And she taught me a few tricks in there, and it was actually, she was amazing. And I think that's why we started our relationship. And then fast forward, this opportunity comes across, and they're like, they're Bitrust Builders. It had just been acquired by Bitrust. Back then it was called Kala. So Kala
is in the name of Kala.
No, QALA. So the mission was to train African developers to contribute to Bitcoin. And then it was acquired by Bitrust to be the training arm for Bitrust, since Bitrust's mission was to locate, train, and fund open source developers. So the train part is where Kala came in. So right after it was acquired, I joined the team. And that is where I started my Bitcoin journey. I think one thing that I'll answer your question now. After that, Kwenda round. My why, I think when you see the value, your value depreciates. You kind of feel like, what are you working for? Because kama ninaweza fanya kazi, and then you wake up one morning, like the Iranian currency, you wake up one morning and it's down, and it's like, what's happening?
What the hell? Yeah.
So right now we're just like, the fiat system is just vibes. No, seriously, there's nothing like backing it. It's just like trust that hopefully we wouldn't fuck each other up. Pardon my French. But yeah, it's a way to secure my future. If I do have kids, or for myself even, I would like the work that I've done to still be valuable. So yeah, the fact that also when I have Bitcoin, I can go to any country and don't have to worry. So I've been traveling for a while, and one thing that I noticed is if I have Bitcoin, I can just try to find a solution that, like I'll give you an example. When I went to Nigeria, I just went with my Bitcoin.
You never carried around
No.
dollars?
Yeah, and before, when I used to travel, hata kama ni kuvuka tu border to Tanzania, you first had to get dollars, and then you transfer it to the the local currency.
Yeah.
And just by doing that whole switch up, you've already lost some value.
Yeah, true.
So yeah, the fact that I just need my Bitcoin on whatever device I have and I just show up. Like in Kenya, you can do that because of Tando.
Yeah, true.
You can just come with your bags and anywhere M-Pesa is accepted,
yeah.
you can just do your transactions. So yeah, the fact that it's a global currency, borderless. Like I receive my salary through Bitcoin. So
nice.
Yeah, literally.
When did you stop getting paid in fiat?
Yeah, it's been a while.
Nice.
2023? No, 22 actually. Because even the other job I used to be paid with
crypto.
Yes, names we shall not mention. But yeah, it's been a while since I've been paid through the bank. I remember the first time I was paid through the bank. It took like a week to get to
your
me.
Money.
Yeah, and by the time it was getting to me, banks walikuwa wamekata. Ni kama like inafika kwa hii bank wanatoa yao, inafika kwa hii bank wanatoa yao. So like ikifika uko like
is this what I worked for?
Yeah, na Indian mangoja hivi. So in Bitcoin I just send the address and pop.
You see the hey, nice. I've heard you talk about when you joined the space and you kind of, how can I say, you applied for a position that you saw that you would grow in. Had you done comms before? Had you been part of a communications team?
Yeah, before? Yeah. So when I was in school, there was a club called the Model UN, and so I think I realized my life has just been vibes. I joined the club because I wanted to go to the UN. Like
it wasn't about the impact; it was just about.
I'll just be honest. I wanted to go to the UN, but then I realized once I joined that I'm not as articulate as some of the people because the club was mainly
back then.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you.
I mean, even now, to be honest, I'm just shy. But if you put me in a room, I'll just like, hey.
I wonder wale wanakuanga modest. Yeah, you don't. Anyway,
Yeah. So the club was mainly. It had like lawyers and those people out when you find international relations, and then I'm just there with my vibes. I studied psychology, by the way. So yeah, I joined the club, and then a way to contribute other than to go for debates was to join a bureau. So I joined the communications bureau because I'd done social media before.
Okay.
So I thought that this would be a way to grow in my role.
Yeah.
So yeah, we joined the team. So writing blogs, social media, stuff like that. So I kind of gained experience there. And then once I left school, I did try to work in mental health, but I realized that nilifanyia mzazi. Yeah, but from that, I did gain. I mean, I learned a few things about myself, and then I worked with a mental health organization. But then my role was mainly communications. So I realized that maybe
I kind of grew into that role.
Exactly, I just grew into it. So just whatever I get, I just did that. So yeah, this was in a different capacity because I'd mainly worked with things I could explain.
Okay.
For developers, it's a lot. It's a lot. Even the way they communicate, like
the technical terms.
Yeah, the technical terms are just like whoa.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to ask you. How did you navigate that space? Now yet, it was like maybe a new space to you.
I'm not gonna lie.
Understanding it.
Yeah, I still struggle to this day. But I think something that helped me, especially from my previous role in the Web3 space, was to simplify things as best as you can. And it has helped me quite a lot. So whenever maybe I have to make an announcement or have to put out something.
Okay.
I usually go on a call with someone from the team, and then I make sure they explain that thing. So even if it will take 10 minutes for them to explain it good, if it takes longer, that's their problem. Because I need to understand what
also.
I am talking about so that I can best put it out.
Yeah.
So that has helped. And people are very patient on the team. They have had to be honest. But also, I think you also have to supplement. So every day I try to learn something. So at least these days, even if I go to a developer conference, sit afloat, at least I'll know that there's something here and there.
But you've mentioned before I continue. You mentioned that the first time you actually heard about the Bitrust, you encountered them. It was during a hackathon. I thought you're a hacker.
Oh no.
You just got interested in the event.
Yeah. So it was actually, the hackathon was a partnership that we had. The club that I mentioned, the UN. It was a partnership with a startup. A startup what? They help startups. So they were like, we want to see if there can be ideas. And I think in my capacity, I just went as a marketing person. And then the idea was to build a mental health platform, because that's also, so I was kind of bringing all my niches together. And that's how, so there was the technical person on the team that I did not see. I was just sending him vibes and telling him ideas, and he would be like, Sharon, you don't know that cannot be built, in this timeline. I didn't know that. Yeah. I think I tried my hand at coding. Python nililemea, and I was being told that that's the easiest language.
Yeah, that's the easiest language.
How?
What do you mean?
I think upon the nilijikubali, like, coding si akila mtu. I'll just stick to my non-technical.
You're a woman in tech, like, but you'll stick to.
I'll stick to yapping. Because honestly, in the tech space, there is a need for people to yap, quote unquote, because a lot of great products are being built, but I feel like
not many people understand what
exactly
what they're about.
Developers are not the best of people when it comes to communicating what they're doing.
True.
So I feel like we kind of complement each other in that sense. So you build and then someone else talks about it. Like Tando, for instance. You can see like all the technical work goes behind the scenes and everything. And then there's someone to explain how it works or explain, features and stuff like that.
Which also explains, puts best what I can say about Bitrust, because I didn't understand Bitrust for the longest time, but now at least I do. I thought it was a developer space only. It was a developers company, but it helps developers. Yeah. So at least now I have a gist of what is going on. And what was the biggest challenge when you are starting out now in the space, apart from the technical aspect of things?
Self-doubt. So the way my mind works is, if I don't understand anything, then I will try to learn. If I don't like get it immediately, then I'll be very frustrated. So that was the case when I was thrusted into this role, because in my mind I knew that it would be just another social media role. And then you start learning about stuff that you didn't know exist. And honestly, it took so long for me to grow into that role, because my confidence just shukad kabisa.
Why? Because you didn't.
I felt like I was an imposter. I'm in this big organization, space, and then here I am. Do I know what I'm doing? But then, I mean, the work still has to happen, because you're being paid for that. But then at the back of my mind, like I was actually really struggling for that period. But I think something helped when we had our first gathering.
Okay.
When we came together, I think that kind of helped having like forming like interpersonal relationships with the people that you've been working with, and also, yeah, the support that came from that. Because you look in the trenches. I think I started going back to speaking engagements late 2024. Because I think now then I was just going back to myself.
Okay.
And yeah, so I have struggled mentally, but I think it's also made me stronger, and it's also helped me find ways to cope with such situations.
For real, and the way when I see you in front of a camera,
You cannot look like your problems. No, no.
Hey, you exude such confidence. I'm like, God damn. Kumbe.
I'm faking it well. Yeah.
And now you're in this space. You've started. How was navigating now? Leaving your role, leaving the role that you are used to now into learning this new field that you're in. Because you're in a new field, you're learning about what developers actually do. Because you also need to understand what they do.
Yeah.
To tell other people what you do. How was it? Was it? Can I say how was the process from you transitioning to that role of Sharon or psychology to now Sharon or comms?
Okay. Crypto. I am so serious. Like that used to be a thing. Like I would say crypto space. I'd be like, Bitcoin.
Remember.
Bitcoin. But that was just by the way. But I think something that helped, I joined classes. So Trust Builders has like different pathways. I joined Mastering Bitcoin.
Okay.
So during the classes, I used to just join the classes, nisikie nini wanaongelelea. And it kind of helps me learn. Also finding resources online, trying to read on my own to supplement what's happening. And then I think something that helped was social media and online content. So like if there's a conference and I listen to some of the speakers, yeah, exactly, stuff like that. The panels because the panels sort of talk about what's happening in the ecosystem. Twitter is mostly, I don't like Twitter because I feel like it's a lot of bullying from Bitcoiners, but it's also a platform to share your work.
Yeah.
I think something that I would change is maybe have Bitcoiners be a little more friendly because I mean people in the Web3 space are just trying to find their next, but yeah, so that helps. Social media has actually been a really impactful platform for me.
Okay.
Although last year I went through a break, but
You took a hiatus?
Yeah, I took a hiatus from social media.
Right.
But now we are coming back. Nilianza December kupost. I was thrilled on LinkedIn.
Why did you take a hiatus yet? You need social media.
For work.
Oh, you took a personal hiatus.
Yeah. So I think they got so intertwined that I felt even my own social media platforms were work. So it's not the fun thing that I used to do, and that kind of messed me up.
Also, it got to a point where you couldn't separate social media with
work. Yeah, because nikiingia lazima tu nikiingia kwa yangu, I'm like, okay, maybe wacha niende kwa yangu niangalie like wacha niangalie kama mtu ametag nini, but I've learned to take a break. So like during the weekends, I try not to get on work social media. I should get a separate phone. But yeah, I think now I'm in a better space. I've learned to just
balance.
balance the two. And I'm trying to like I'm actually learning from social media. I've been getting like, so my friends and I, we put like a challenge for each other to like be posting consistently at least once a month. So that's something that I'm trying, and also reading stuff. I'm back to reading, so articles. It doesn't really have to be on Bitcoin, but any topic that I can find.
I think you've navigated so much that now it's just time to chill.
Naweza retire. Nitafute sugar daddy. If you have Bitcoin, hi.
Okay, surely. But you've talked about that guys in the Bitcoin space not should be friendly.
Yeah,
friendlier. Connie, have you experienced?
Not really. I've not experienced personally, but Maxis do treat Bitcoin like it's the. I mean, yes, Bitcoin is the first and true, crypto.
Yeah.
It's not second best. You're tunaweza agree.
Yeah, it's the
but I
better
think,
money.
I think the best way to, if you are trying to poach me to your ecosystem, I would not like a hostile environment. I'd like somewhere that's welcoming. I mean, you can call other cryptos shit coins and all that, but I feel like we could be friendlier in the way we approach that, to make the space more welcoming. Like until last year, I don't think there was a point where Bitcoiners in Kenya went to a crypto event and participated.
Funny thing, I've only seen one crypto event. One.
What?
From OKX. I think that's the only crypto event.
Okay.
It was one only. I've not been there, but I've seen it being advertised. I've never attended.
Well, there are a lot of events that happen in the space.
Okay.
Yeah, and last year it was like, how can we get Bitcoiners in Kenya to participate in the broader crypto ecosystem? Because I would say that people in the crypto space are low-hanging fruits.
Okay.
Because they understand what solutions are trying to be built, and they understand what Bitcoin is. So it's more about welcoming them into the ecosystem, because I've had people coming and they're like, oh, Bitcoiners mnakwanga tu kwa space yenyu, like watu amtuinvitingi events zenyu nini.
Oh, it's like they see it's like in a bubble.
Yeah, exactly. So last year we tried to
bridge that.
Yeah, we tried to bridge that. So we went to KBCC, Kenya Blockchain and Crypto Conference. We were still sort of in a bubble because we were at the Bitcoin Village.
Okay.
But at least we got to interact with people, and the reception from that was amazing, because they saw products like Tando, Bitrika, and projects like BitDevs. So it's like they did not know they exist. They like the idea of that, and even some of the developers that we've gotten from the ecosystem, some of the best even, have been from the crypto space. So you just like push them. Like Fidel used to be in the crypto space. So you get so many amazing builders, but because there's no that bridging, you might miss out on really good talent.
Because of
No,
I understand.
Yeah.
When you're talking about solutions that the crypto space is offering, what's the biggest solution VTrust is offering developers?
First of all, it's a way to where to be found. So we do support.
So it's a platform.
No. It's a non-profit organization. And the way it works, there are 3 pillars.
Okay.
So there's the locating part. So you find developers. Where are you going to find them? You're going to find them through maybe conferences or boot camps, stuff like that. And then when you find the developers, they've gotten interested in, okay, so what is this Bitcoin that you're talking about? So there's the next bit, which is training. That's where builders come in. So there are a couple of pathways, 5 pathways to be specific. So you start with, so the pathways are built in such a way that developers in any scenario can join. So if you're new to Bitcoin, completely new, there's mastering Bitcoin. It sort of explains the ethos behind it, the philosophy, stuff like that. And then there's Bitcoin CLI, there's Rust for Bitcoiners, and other language. So it's called language clubs. So if you're not doing Rust, then you can like do the other languages. Okay. Because the different projects take different languages. Yeah. So after you've learned, what do you want to do? There are people who go on and build their own projects. Bitika, for example, we have projects like MavaPay.
So hold up. Kwani Fidel studied with you guys?
Yeah, he's an alumni of Beatrice Builders.
Nice.
Yeah, he's actually one of them. Yeah.
Nice. I never knew. That one I never knew. Eish.
Yeah. So we have people building their own projects, and then there are those that go into the Bitcoin open source development. So in open source, no one really pays you to do that. So let's not cool. Let's not cool.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. So a way to make it sustainable is to have grants that, so there are 2 types of developer grants. There's a starter grant where you're still exploring the different types of projects that you want to work on.
Okay.
So developer anaweza kuja like, okay, maliza. Oh, okay, sijamaliza nini, but tutarudi hapo. So ukimaliza like your course or the learning whatever pathway, then you'll be like, okay, I wanna explore Bitcoin open source developments. I wanna explore these projects, and this is what I think I can work on. Okay. And then after, it's usually around 6 months. So after that, you can come back and be like, okay, now I feel like I'm in a good position. This is the project that I want to work on. This is my full-year plan. This is what the maintainer has said that needs to be worked on. So that's usually now moving to the open source cohorts. But then you can also be a developer that has been contributing before and just come straight into the open source cohort. The open source cohort is just for people that have confidence in their contributions. Yeah, so those 3. So you find developers, you train them, and then fund them. And I think apart from funding, one thing that Bitrust offers outside, I think something that Bitrust does well, apart from other funding organizations, is the support. Because our developers usually get those that are contributing to open source. They don't just get paid. So if there are opportunities to speak, there are learning opportunities, then they go
get exposed.
Exactly. Like right now, you know how Nigerian passport is very it's very tricky. So we were applying for visa for travels, and most of the times they would get rejected. So we were like, okay, so how can, because we wanted them to grow outside. If you're going to contribute with a global team, then it's important to meet some of these people in person.
Yeah, in person, yeah.
Exactly.
To know who you're working with.
Exactly. Yeah. And also to know what's happening within the global ecosystem.
True.
It's one thing to grow in the African space, but it's also nice to go in the open.
Yeah.
So we would try to apply for visas for them, and they were getting rejected because of where they're from. So you're like, okay, what's a solution that could work? And then we formed like a co-partnership with one organization in Europe. So they would go work under them. Beatrice still pays the grantees, but the fact that now they are in this country, now they can be able to attend other global ecosystem events. And I think, and I think that has been of help for those developers. So that's something we started in last year but one. And now I think we are going to expand that. So yeah, the fact that Richards does not just give you money and be like, okay, end asasa.
They work with you through the journey.
Exactly. Yeah, there's mentorship and stuff like that.
Rewind.
Yeah. So one last partner that I forgot to mention was Boss. So that's actually currently happening at the moment. It's Start Your Career in Bitcoin Open Source.
Okay.
So that's where developers go get trained, and for a lot of them, that's mostly where they find they do their first contribution sometimes.
Okay.
But it's a simulation of what the Boss ecosystem looks like, because in Boss hakuna ati tunaenda kufanya kazi pamoja. Ni wewe unafanya kazi yako. If you need anything, like it's very, I would say it's very independent. And it's a very intense program.
Okay. Why do you call it intense?
Intense because that's the feedback that we've got, and it is known that it's an intense program. So a way to help developers go through that was the pathways. Now we curated the pathways to help with that. So last year we did the pathways, the other 4 pathways, and then now if you feel like okay, niko sawa, then you can go into Boss. So last year's alumni from Boss have gone on to be funded contributors. So as much as it is intense, it's also like a global program. So like you're training with the best of the best. So at least ukimaliza hapo unajua niko chonjo. Yeah, so sasa tunaweza rudi sasa mbele. Yeah, so we mentioned the developer grants, but there are also other grants that WeTrust has, and that is events grants. So if there's like a conference, for example, a developer conference, that can help maybe attract developers into Bitcoin, then that's one way. And then there's the education grants. So tuseme kama WeTrust build, tuseme kama Ala haikuwa acquired, and they still have the program going, then they can apply for education program.
Okay.
Yeah, so if there's like an organization who are teaching developers about Bitcoin development, then that's also like another grant to look out for. I think also boot camps. Yeah.
So your organization actually does so much.
Yeah, there's a lot. Kama hata saizi nimeanza kufikiria kazi nafaa kufanya next week. Yeah, but
have I taken you back to work?
Yeah.
And you're relaxing?
Oh no, it's okay. Yeah, another thing that WeTrust has helped grow is the BDevs community. And this is just where communities just come and just chill. In Nairobi, it happens every last Saturday. And we come talk about the latest developments in Bitcoin.
Do you have a specific location?
Yeah, inakwanga hapo Jenga leo. And we come every last Saturday of the month. We just talk about Bitcoin, what's happening. And a lot of it's actually helped because a lot of the BitDevs Nairobi members have either started their own project or are now open source developers being funded. So it's been helpful to the community. Yeah, and they are spread out across Africa. I think there are 14 or 15 BitDevs in different parts of the continent. Yeah, but mingi siko Nigeria because hawa watu wanakwanga like very. I think that's something I admire from Nigeria. It's like mtu tu atakuja email ako like Sharon niko na hii kitu na I think itabidi tumefanya pamoja. And sometimes it's putting yourself out there that
really matters.
Yeah, because the ones that they can say is no.
No, yeah.
Yeah, I think that's something that I've grown to learn and appreciate from Nigerians is just the ability to put yourself out there and be like. So yeah, in the Bitcoin, crypto, in the female crypto ecosystem in Kenya, one thing we usually say is have the audacity of a Nigerian. Because I think that's something that as females we do tend to undersell ourselves, myself included, because nitakuja hapa niongee about Beatrice, but you know, sometimes I need to also hype, my own hype man, because no one is really going to do that for you.
Yeah.
Although Jordan, you know Jordan?
I don't know Jordan.
He's usually at the Waiter Beat meetups and also Beat Devs.
I think I know him, but maybe I don't know his.
Yeah, but we have a joke that he should be the person who does your intros, because hey, akikuintroduce na feeling ni kama nako hype like yeah.
So comparing, can I say the blockchain space, some of this Bitcoin space, comparing the Kenyan context with other countries, how does it compare? Because you've traveled, and you've seen how these other guys maneuver in this space. How does the Kenyan context compare to these other ones?
I would say Nigeria is very active, and Kenya pia tuko active. I think I would put myself a close second to Nigeria, because when we went to Mauritius, walikuwa natafuta mtu anajua about like Bitcoin or crypto, like anything. I think we didn't find that, and that was actually the main struggle that we had because we hosted the developer day. So unatrai kueleza watu about blockchain, and they're like, what is that? So I think in Kenya we have a lot of exposure. Hata kama haujui like the different blockchains or whatnot, at least mtu anaweza recognize Bitcoin ni nini. And there's been amazing work done by organizations like the Core, AfriBit, who try to spread the word to mtu wa kawaida, like hata kwa shop unaweza pata like unalipa mtu exactly Bitcoin, like Metallit here you can pay in Bitcoin. So there's amazing work done by educators in the space, but it's just the beginning. But I think also something that helped to get more eyes into the ecosystem was the VASP bill. At least, so I kind of feel like, as much as Bitcoiners do not like the government getting into, you know, Bitcoin and all that, to some extent it legitimizes the space, because for a long time Bitcoin and crypto has been deemed as a scam. So to see the government recognizing that, okay, this is actually something,
it's just not regulated, but it's something worthwhile.
So it's something worth looking at and exploring. I think it kind of gives the masses it's the like government cannot be trusted, but it's an okay sign. Like, sign, this is something you can
tested
explore.
And approved.
But tread wisely. Tread wisely.
Was it a challenge when you guys were starting out? You guys as BitTrust, like getting developers for the first years you've been in operation?
So I will not speak for before, because by the time I was joining, what had Kala had already established itself as a grow, like a thought leader in the space. Also, when I joined, I think the first project that I worked on was the communications for the hackathon. So BitTrust hosted the hackathon, and the winners were announced at the Africa Bitcoin conference in Ghana. So that was like my first experience, but they had been established. But I would say what has changed is where they have been established, because a majority of the developers were from Nigeria. Heck, I've even grown like a Nigerian accent.
I'm even hearing it at some point.
So I can speak Pidgin when need be, but Yeah, a lot of the concentration was in Nigeria, and it goes back to what I said earlier. Like they put themselves out there and they try their hands on whatever will stick. But over time we've grown to expand to like other countries.
Okay.
So I think something that helps is the event grants. Because you'll get, now we did one in Mauritius, another in Senegal, so South Africa, yada yada yada. So these developers will be interested, and if you've seen it in the people who sign up for our programs, different countries, also the grantees that come out from the program.
So the actually the events actually help you guys.
Yeah, they help us find the developers. Yes.
Ah.
Yeah, because when we are there and we're like, we exist, this is what we do,
it's actually more credible.
Exactly. And social media goes a long way, but there's only so much you can do. Because something that I found out when we were doing developer day communications is that our main channel is usually Twitter. But then the Mauritian people were not really on Twitter. So we had to create a Facebook page and Instagram so that you could, run ads and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So events help in that way, and also it's more personal because you'll get to meet the team, to ask as many dumb questions as you can. Yeah. And honestly, there's no dumb question. I should know. I usually ask those questions. Yeah. So events really help a lot because not everyone will go to, let's say, KBCC. But if there's a university tour or something and you go to where the students are, something like that, and yeah, that's also like an avenue to find people.
And for me, I'd say the events help because if it was not for the meetups, the monthly meetups in Wait a Bit Coffee, Sharon, we wouldn't have met. I'll just be seeing you online.
Yeah. I don't get you online.
I see you speak in many of your events. Yeah, so and ningekuonanga tu.
Okay.
But I actually knew you from not knowing you as per se, but I actually saw you for the first time in the unconference.
Oh, nice.
I was there, but I wasn't a graduate. I hadn't yet joined the space. So yeah, me actually heard about Bitcoin from X.
Nice.
So maybe the Kenyan context, maybe Bitcoin works on X in the Kenyan context. Maybe,
yeah, it does.
Other African countries, it's
each place with their own thing. I would say. So it's safe to be everywhere.
Yeah, true.
So we just post everywhere, and hope that it will catch.
Apart from Bitika, do you have any other projects that have been, can I say, that have developers from Bitrust?
Oh yes, there are a couple actually, and a lot of them were actually born during the hackathon that I'm referring to. It was in 2023. Mavapay, Stealth Money, what's this thing called? Bit Pension, even Splice. Splice was born from the hackathon.
Splice.
Yeah. So a lot of the projects have been built through that, and we also have developers working in Bitcoin companies.
Okay.
Yeah. So even if you feel that open source is kitu yangu, there's also the route to just go and work because you have the skills, you understand what you're doing. It's just putting yourself out there. And one thing that I noticed helped was events. So when our developers go to these events, they network, and their skills will go so far, but to be noticed is something that I'm noticing
You have to like be
your brand.
audacious. Yeah.
Exactly. Your brand goes a long way, further than your skills can get you.
Yeah. True.
So I think that's something Bishas has invested in for the developers within our ecosystem to try to get them out there. And skills hukua, but yeah, brand is also as
It's
important.
Because your skills will get you in the door, but your brand makes sure that you'll stay there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It will also open another door.
Yeah. Because it's kind of a challenge to navigate in this space alone.
Yeah.
When you're an individual, it's better if you're under an umbrella.
Yeah.
You've said that are you based in, where are you based? Where is Bitrans based now? That's my biggest question.
Utatupata tu. A majority of the team is in Nigeria, but we work remotely, so tuko tu by the way. Yeah, because utapigia mtu usikie niko Canada, niko wapi. Especially like the higher ups, like they'll travel for conferences and stuff like that. So yeah, tuko tu. Unaweza tupata kwa email ama social media. Hatuna ofisi.
You have a social media handle?
Bitrust.
Yeah. Where, in X or in
X,
IG?
Instagram, wapi, Twitter, LinkedIn. Hata nimesahau Nosta, like tuko everywhere. Nimesema Facebook, tuko everywhere. Hata YouTube. Tuko YouTube.
And for someone who hasn't attended your events, maybe for reaching out, they'll reach out to you via email. Do you have developers who reach you out via email? Sorry.
Yeah, but I think something that was born to help that situation was the website. So kwa website you can find anything that you want, be it information on bits devs, be it information on our grants, our programs, everything is on the website. So unless unless like everything is on the website, on social media. But yeah.
And for you to accept a developer, do they have to have had a previous or participated in a previous project? What do you look for when you are looking for a developer?
It would be nice if you've had like prior experience.
Yeah.
Because if you're going to participate in an open source project, it's for your own good.
Yeah,
true. Like how things work. I don't know what happens behind the scenes, but it would be nice to have some sort of experience. The amount really doesn't matter as long as you can do the basic stuff.
Okay.
Also, some of the challenges that the programs usually have, it require ujue kenye unafanya.
Usikue mtu akwenda kujaribu.
Yeah.
Professionals only. Yeah, put in the work, lock in, usikake hivi.
Yeah. And by experience, it doesn't really have to be work, because some of the grantees that we've had ni watu wenye wametoka uni, unapata mtu ana graduate na amemaliza starter grant yake. So yeah, ni experience ni wewe.
You've talked about traveling for work. Yeah. Now that we are even speaking of experiences, which was your best and worst experience?
My best experience, it would have to be, it's tough, because I would say I like West African countries, but they are so hot. It's like so hot, and it's
all year round.
All year round. Unaweza enda now. Like the moment unashuka tu ndege unasikia unajua venye ukitoka kwa train ukifika Mombasa unapigwa na hiyo. Yeah, so it's a lot, but the people there are amazing. So I guess you're in a balance. My worst experience, it would be in Europe. Because of the experience I had at the airport. Walikuwa wananitreat ni kama naenda huko like sitawahi rudi. I'm like, wewe unajua venye napenda Nairobi. So it was not nice because I felt like I was being racially profiled.
Okay.
Yeah, because line ilikuwa inaenda haraka, but sasa niliona muhindi amestopiwa nikajua
It is about to begin.
Yeah, so yeah, that was not really nice, but yeah, it is what it is.
To each their own. What can you improve in this Bitcoin space? If you are to improve one thing, what can you improve?
I would say female representation. I think it's something that Beaches has been trying to work on through partnerships with projects like Evento and stuff like that. Because, I mean, it's nice to have like different perspectives, different experiences and all that. And I feel like females are really meticulous in how they work. So it'd be nice to have like more female representation.
But how can you say that yet we have Bitcoin Dad?
Technically. Yeah. So
no, I get you.
Like it's improving as time goes by. This week they announced the HRF grants, and there was a female developer from Kenya. She went through the Beatrice program. So it's nice to see that kind of representation. And I think something that I've been trying to push for comms is to have more female stories, at least how in your to amplify like their stories. And that way we've seen like more females get interested in this ecosystem. So yeah, I think female representation, there's still work to be done. But yeah, as you mentioned, there are amazing projects doing that. Bitcoin Dada devs. There's also Satoshi Sister Circle. So there are projects that are helping. I think it's about, because females have the knowledge, even during the programs. Like you'll see some of the best students who are female, but it's just that confidence to move forward.
To tell the story.
Yeah, to tell the story and also just put yourself out there. Yeah, and I think that's one thing I've been trying to push. So if I'm posting like anything on Beatrice social media handles, I'll make sure there's a female being on that photo. If I'm posting a photo, like there must be a female, because that's the best way to, to like be like, because even me when I got into the space, I used to admire people like Marcel, Sabina. I'd be like, they're doing their shit. I think I can also do this. So it's also nice to have that thing to look forward to.
Oh, so they're acting like your support system.
Yeah, but also in your time, a light at the end of the tunnel sort of thing, that thing that keeps you going.
Yeah. Hey, nice. 3 things that your entire life with Bitcoin has taught you. What can you say in 3 statements? What has Bitcoin taught you?
Well, the Bitcoin space has taught me to learn about our money system, because that's the first thing most programs teach. They teach you why Bitcoin, why is this new money created. So the more you learn about your system, the more you're like, because for the longest time I used to think that US dollar iko backed by gold. Alafu nafika hapo nasikia ni vibes too. We are all relying on trust. Like,
vibes too.
And that's like, that's the best currency, quote unquote.
Quote unquote, yeah.
It's like, if this is the best, then
what is happening?
We are fucked.
Yeah.
We're fucked. So study your monetary system. Another thing, putting yourself out there. I think a lot of what I have done since I got into this space was due to my branding, putting myself out there. And that's been more like, the more I think about it, and the more it's like, okay, if I wasn't there, then that opportunity would not have found me. So
True.
putting yourself out there, and also, yeah, yappers. Squeezing napatanga tu zile content. Like yesterday I found an article that was like, nice girls get paid, but girls that talk about what they say, ndio wanalipwa. I was like, yeah. And like, she literally did the math in the article, and it's like, wow. So this is what you lose when you don't, when you don't
Talk about what you do.
Yeah, put yourself out there. So I think something that I did was timing in Kwanga Bitcoin Dada. Like when I was after I graduated the course and all that, there was an event hapo akwanza ku volunteer. Hata nakumbuka during my graduation I was volunteering like hapo kukaribisha watu and all that. So it did help, because that's where you meet people.
Yeah.
And you don't know where you
Land.
Yeah, exactly. So that person might end up being your friend. It might end up being your next employer. Heck, it might just be a nice conversation you have, and that's it. But you never know until
you do it.
Yeah. So I think it's actually taught me more interpersonal skills than about Bitcoin itself. Yeah, it's teaching me a lot about myself.
Okay.
I would say. Yeah.
So it has actually improved your life.
Definitely.
Hey, nice. As we wind up, because I'm seeing my time is almost.
Yeah.
My time is up.
Nilikuwa naogopa hii wana wakati tu nikianza kuongea tu
vibes. You made me now. I'll start using that word. Vibes. Any last words, maybe, because I now understand you. Like you encourage more women to join this space.
Yeah.
Any last words you can give to anyone listening, any female listening that wants to join the space? Is already in the space, but bado anashangaa nitaenda wapi ama nitaanza aje?
I think this advice is for everyone. But yeah, learn, because Bitcoin is a young space, relatively young. They're like, what, 17, 18 years old? I'm not sure. 17. Mathematics.
Math is not math.
It's not math. But yeah, it's a relatively young space. So that means there are opportunities for people to come in, because I don't think there was, when Satoshi built Bitcoin, I don't think he thought there would be someone to yap about Bitcoin.
Yeah,
yeah, because it started out with developers, and then over time they realized that, okay, we need some support systems around it, and that's how. So you'll get like their project managers, marketing people, even therapists, their projects for mental health. So it's a relatively young space. So that means you have the chance to make a space for yourself. So whatever you can do, like right now, we have an accountant. And I don't think that's something you had thought about before. So yeah, it's a young space growing. So put yourself out there, and yeah, if you can build your own thing, why not?
Do it.
Yeah, because people do need some of these solutions, especially in Africa. We need to make Bitcoin spendable. If we say that this is our thing, then we need to make it more relatable. Okay. I think when Tando came out, I was just the proudest person, because it had just 4 options: send money, pay bill, buy goods, and the scan QR code.
Yeah.
Very easy for someone to get started with. So I think even Bitika, it's a very simple interface. Bitsako as well. Yeah. So I think people are realizing that the simpler the product you build,
the better it is.
I mean, it's nice to have all the technical stuff happening, but for the everyday user, I don't need to know that. Even me, that I'm in the space, I really do not want to know what's happening. Whether to me, whatever technology you're using, but make it easy for me. I think that will help bring in a lot of people. We've also seen it in wallets. I think Blink, Wallet of Satoshi are very easy to use, very easy to set up. So simple products win. And I think, for that, it would be nice to have more African builders build stuff.
In this space.
Yeah, because we know our pain points. Like Jason and Sabina, they were the ones who are like, oh, we have M-Pesa and we have Bitcoin.
Why not link them together?
Yeah, so I don't think someone from the global north would know such a pain point.
True.
So yeah, it's for us to build products for our own use. Also learn, because again, it's a growing space. So things are gradually changing. Before, kulikuwa na lightning network, saizi nasikia kuna arc. So like there's always something new happening. I think a nice way that I like to learn is through newsletters. I really learn a lot because especially the weekly editions, you'll get to know what's happening, what's growing, yada yada yada. Yeah, and put yourself out there.
Audacity.
Audacity will get you so far. so far.
Audacity. Is that all?
Yeah. Nimeongea sana. Hadi mdomo imekauka.
But vibes. Mimi have had a lot of vibes. Mimi nimeenjoy kusikiza. Shout out to Sharon for making it, and I'd love to do this again. So,
definitely.
Yeah. Shake my hand. Thank you for coming through. Thank you so much. Guys, if you're a developer looking to participate in this Bitcoin space, reach out to her on her social media. Ama hata mwambie mimi developer, usianze na kusema hi. Anza na developer, that one she'll respond. But hi. Hey. Yeah. Sharon doesn't use glasses when she's using her phone, so she won't see a text. But anyway, that has been my time. Make sure to catch me on another segment with another Bitcoin, can I say, mover and shaker. Yeah, you guys are doing an amazing job, and I really hope to interact with more of you guys. Yeah. What can I say? Maybe I won't add on to what has already been said, because she has said it all. That was my time, and enjoy the rest of your Saturday. Yeah, as we chill with Sharon. Usiseme Satoshi has Zitoshi. Yeah. Unacheka nini Sharon? Si kweli. 60 minutes.